Hello folks, deepspaceUGC here, once again, and we're going to do another review. Yes, you get to listen to my boring voice for the next God knows how long it's going to take. We're going to review the first part of the Shadow War, Mist in the Night by Mr. CC3000. Yes folks, this is like a cloak and dagger mission, and I do love cloak and dagger, all covert ops and everything. Now in this mission, you're sent to Wolf 359 to rendezvous with a mysterious starship that sends you on a covert mission to a covert Klingon dockyard. Now it's very interesting this because they keep you in the dark on many things, but what makes this so much more interesting is that there is some very good creative use, if limited use, of the branching dialogue system in which you can actually decide what it is you're going to ask or what it is you're going to say. You could be a yes man and go ahead with the mission, or you can ask further questions which he may or may not answer. Now this mission is more of a standard hit and run affair. Go in there, kill some Klingons, kill the defenses, get inside the base and get all the information you need. But there is an added juice to this, really. I mean, the combat is particularly heavy in this. There's a heck of a lot of it. But one thing I really did enjoy, especially in the ground combat, of which there is very little, I'd like to see more of this, was the ability to go into close quarter combat with the Klingon warriors. Now, I got a sword in my Cloaked Intentions mission, and I love using it. I just love leaping around and fighting Klingons on close quarters and that. You know, it was very useful against the Breen in Cold Intentions as well. So, but I digress. It's so much fun being able to go up against the Harmaster one-on-one. But that can happen in almost any mission. The thing I really did like about this mission, like I said, was the cloak and dagger behind it. The fact that it was all mysterious. You had no idea what you were doing. You were just following orders despite of rank. You know, despite rank. Now, like I said, there is a lot of combat in this. I would have, if this is going to be a covert mission, you know, like you're stealing something or whatever, it might be more inclined to throw in a few more puzzles into the equation to make it more interesting. Going in there, shooting things, getting your getting your top secret information, and then leaving is all well and good, and part of a very good war effort. But I would have thought that the Klingons would have at least had more of a security network around their top secret information. Now, one part of the adventure that I did actually like was the taking of the prototype Klingon starship. That was a lot of fun. Because you actually get to sit in the captain's chair of a Klingon warship. I thought that was pretty cleverly done. I did have a hard time trying to find the EPS coil. I confess it took me 5 minutes to locate it. But that was more to my stupidity rather than anything else. And I certainly did like the ambush at the end. It got me on the edge of my toes. And now, some flaws I'd like to see improved. In the first episode of the Shadow War, excuse me, my cold is coming on, is I'd like to see more wandering in the NPCs. For the moment, they just seem to be standing there. At least kind of this, move them out a little to make it a little bit more interesting. Like I said, it's more of a standard hit and run affair. So more dynamics in the way the NPCs react before you attack them will probably go a long way. I did actually like that. The interiors are a little sparse. It'd be nice to have a bit more detail in there as well. I mean, this is supposed to be a state-of-the-art dockyard, researching and developing new weapons for the war effort. It would be kind of interesting to have this kind of eye candy around. For the most part, the interiors is somewhat sparse, but I'm not going to complain. I'm sure he can improve on that as the mission goes along. As he develops this mission, he might go back to it and make it more interesting to look at. There was a lot of combat in it, but that's what this mission was. It was basically more of a test of your mettle. And as the guy at the end says, you know, this is nothing compared to what we're going to throw you in. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what he has in mind. The other thing is would like I said earlier, I would like to see more puzzles in this kind of adventure, especially as it's all cloak and dagger, especially as it's all covert, especially as it's intelligence gathering. It would certainly make everything more interesting. So, you know, put a bit more of a security net up around it, because this is kind of like a shadow war, spy versus spy. I like spy versus spy, and the avatar that I chose was my joined trill character, as you can see here, was appropriately dressed for such, you know, for such a venture. I am a little concerned with the overuse of Section 31 in missions like this. Section 31 is supposed to be one of those organizations that nobody should know about. Not even Starfleet intelligence knows about Section 31, but Section 31 seems to be making more and more of an appearance. I'm surprised nobody's even started to even discuss rumors of their existence. Practically nearly everybody knows Section 31 exists. Now, Section 31 is, you know, is an interesting protagonist, but really Starfleet intelligence alone deals with covert information as well. Section 31 needs to be a little more specialized in the way it handles things. Especially in missions like this. So I don't mind Section 31 missions or anything like that, but I really think that they have to be involved in something more conspiratorial than simple data recovery and so forth. That said, I can overlook that. I'm definitely going to play part 2. I hope it's an ongoing series. I'd like to see how it develops, and I certainly love to see somebody starting out in the Foundry, learning something new, taking on board criticism, and actually expanding on his creativity, expanding on what he's learned. And I'm pretty sure that we will definitely see this from Mr. MC3000. So all in all, I give this mission another 4 stars, because it's like I said, it's a simple hit and run, and if you like hit and run and lots of basic combat, which in itself can be a nice distraction and stuff. You know, World of Warcraft has it as well, where you do more than just mystery and stuff. You know, you just go in there and just hit things. I like just hitting things sometimes, and this mission actually provided that for me. So yes, I give this mission 4 stars for basic honesty. Basically, I think the honesty in its approach and in its creation deserves such a high rating. So yeah, definitely going to play part 2. I may even review it as well. So this is deepspaceUGC signing off. My ident on Star Trek Online is Ashkenaris. Name in the crotch bar. Please invite me to a fleet. I'm a very lonely player. And until next time, behave yourselves.